Hey everybody, welcome to Groovy Plants Ranch, Season 1, Episode 1 of my experience curating an amazing plant collection here at the ranch. For this first introductory episode, I'm going to show you my blooming agave plant. It's taken over a decade to get it to bloom, and it is now flowering. And I'm going to show you how we pollinate those. So we're going to actually make some hybrids today, which is pretty cool. I saved pollen from months ago from some other agaves and agave relatives, and I actually froze that pollen, and today I'm going to use it to pollinate my flowers and do a little hybridizing. So here we have my agave plant, and you can see it's covered in pollen and this huge bloom spike coming out of the middle, and then up top we have these flowers. You'll also notice my little blue tags. Those are crosses we've already done. So we've been hitting these flowers. So really quick, we'll go over some of the basic tools that you need for hybridizing. It's very, very simple. The beautiful thing about agaves is they have these big flowers. They're super easy to work with, and it's a great flower to train on because they're just so easy to work with. And a lot of these principles relate to hybridizing other plants as well. So if you can do this, you can hybridize many, many other plants. So today I'm going to be using my tweezer set. I'm going to actually use this to grab the anthers that I want to work with. And then if you want, on other plants, these little cleaning swabs are perfect for gathering pollen. Names aside, agaves have actually all been lumped together recently. It used to be Polyanthes, Manfreda, and agave, and those have all been put together in agave. And the crazy thing about agaves is they are really, really good at hybridizing and those hybrids actually taking. So very, very compatible plants for interspecific hybridizing. So let's get right to it. I'm going to take my tools, I'm going to climb up this ladder, and I'm going to show you how we hybridize. I'm going to write my tags first so that I don't lose track of the flowers that I'm pollinating with. So I'm going to write Mangave, and then I'll write crossed with agave Joe Hoke, and I'll put the date on here. You'll see I'm using pencil and these little plastic tags. These are perfect. Pencil really never goes away. Ink will go away over time, so I'd highly recommend you use a good pencil. And then the plastic tags are great. You can get these, they're like garage sale tags. These are nice because you can actually put this in your seed tray when you sow, so you can track back all the way from the time of the pollinating, and you can put other notes on here like date sown for your seed. Okay, then I'm gonna pick my flower. Now, picking your flower, these are pretty easy to do. You want to pick a flower that is receptive. So I'm eyeballing this one right here, and you might be able to see that it is somewhat shiny on the end. So that's a receptive flower. So lassoing the flowers is the hard part, and you don't want to get pollen from the plant itself into the flowers. From what I've seen, this plant seems to be self-sterile, so I've not seen any seed development in this plant that is from its own pollen. That's not to say it can't, I just don't know. So I'm just getting that string down around the entire flower. It's also helpful getting this right in the event that your crosses fail. You want to know if your crosses are failing, so that you don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. So here's my pollen bag from my saved pollen. You can see these little silica beads in here. Those soak moisture out. If you've been working with tweezers, make sure you sterilize your tweezers with a little rubbing alcohol before you come in here. You don't want to cross-contaminate. Okay, so I have my anther, and so I'm going to go ahead and hit a few of these flowers that are in this general vicinity. I'm actually just going to hit everything I can with this anther, and then this whole collection of flowers here will be that cross. So here we have seed pods. I wanted to show you what you can expect at the end of the process. These are fully mature seed pods ready for collection, and this is Agave nisendensis. So this is, we actually took pollen from this when it was flowering, and that's the pollen that we saved. Because our plants weren't blooming at the same time, we weren't able to just go and cross the flowers, but good thing we saved that pollen. And I did want to show you one of my very own agave hybrids. This is the only one in the whole world. This is a variegated interspecific agave hybrid that I did a couple years ago. Now it actually bloomed, And that rosette is going to perish. As you can see, it's starting to die back. But look at the beautiful coloration on these pups. I'll be able to divide this. And this is a brand new plant to horticulture. So this is what you can get, unique hybrids, when you cross plants. It's fun. And this happens in nature all the time. We're just facilitating it here. I like to think of it as like a treasure hunt. All that genetic material is there. We're just uncovering it. So there you have it, Agave Hybridizing and Pollinating 101. Hope you've enjoyed this first episode of this new series where we look at curating an amazing collection of plants. See you next time.